Hey guys, thanks for listening to my scary and dark stories. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Now, let's get into the story. They say the forest eats people. Not in the literal, fang jaws and clawed hands kind of way though. If you knew what was hiding out there, you might wish it was that simple. No, the hollow pines takes people. It swallows them in silence. Leaves no trace. Just echoes of screams that ride the wind at night. My name is Will Thatcher. And this is the story of what happened when we went looking for what shouldn't exist. It's not just a story. It's a warning. Every small town has its ghost stories. Ours was Hollow Pines. Located just outside of Alder Ridge, Oregon, it's a dense, decaying forest with no trails, no cell signal, and a reputation soaked in fear. People say it's cursed. That if you step off the old fire road and into the undergrowth, you don't come back. Others say the forest is alive, watching. That it hides things older than time itself. Creatures. Shapes in the trees. Eyes that blink from the darkness. Cryptids, they called them. The Wendigo. The Rake. The Pale Man Skinwalkers. Crawlers. Some folks lump them all together. But I didn't believe any of it. Not until me, my cousin Jacob, and our friend Lena decided to film a documentary for class. Urban Legends of the Pacific Northwest. Hollow Pines was the grand finale. We thought it was a joke. Until we crossed the tree line. We left just before dusk. I had my DSLR and a mic clipped to my jacket. Jacob brought camping gear. Lena, a first aid kit and a GoPro strapped to her chest. As we entered the forest, everything changed. The air was thick, still. The birds vanished. No rustling leaves. No chirps. Just silence so heavy it pressed on your skin. The trees were too tall, too twisted, bending at impossible angles. They looked like they were trying to turn away from something. The trunks were carved with symbols. Spirals, XS, rows of tally marks, deep gashes that oozed sap like blood. Lena said it was probably vandals. I wasn't so sure. 2 miles in, the forest floor turned spongy. Mushrooms blanketed everything. Some glowed faint blue, casting sickly light over the dirt. We made camp by a rotted log. That night, we heard the first scream. It came at 3:17 a.m. A shriek. High, broken, like a dying animal. We bolted upright in our tent, flashlights swinging. I could hear Jacob swearing. Lena had her camera on instantly. Then we heard it again, closer. A wet, ragged gasp. Something trying to sound human. I stepped outside. Nothing but trees and mist. Then I saw the prints, deep clawed gouges in the mud. For fingers. No thumb. They led right up to our tent. And vanished. We didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, Lena was gone. Her backpack gone. Camera gone. No note. Just a single footprint at the edge of camp. Barefoot. Human-shaped, but elongated, twisted. We called her phone. Dead. We shouted. No reply. Jacob panicked, wanted to leave. I agreed. But when we tried to hike back, the path had changed. Trees we marked were gone. The symbols carved into trunks now faced different directions. The sunlight didn't filter the same way. The compass spun. That's when Jacob saw it. Perched high on a branch, 20 feet above us, crouched a thing. Long, naked limbs. Its skin gray and stretched tight over its bones. A hollow face, no eyes, just a mouth that opened too wide. It was wearing Lena's hoodie. Then it moved. It didn't climb down. It folded backward, like an insect, and dropped to the ground silently. Then it ran, nose scuttled, into the dark. We ran in the opposite direction until our lungs gave out. Jacob threw up. I just kept thinking about its mouth. How it smiled. We wandered for hours. Time meant nothing here. The sun didn't rise or fall, it just hovered. Every direction looked the same. Eventually, we found a clearing. In the center, a mound of bones. Animal. Human. All stripped clean. Next to them, a tree, blackened and split open at the base, like a wound. Inside it, fur, feathers, teeth. A den. Jacob approached it. I told him not to. But he was already pulling something from the pile. Lena's GoPro. He pressed play. The footage was corrupted. Glitching. Just static and frames of her running, screaming, whispering. It's in the trees, it's under the bark. Then one frame, a still shot of her face, bloody and terrified. And behind her, something tall, draped in bark and moss. Antlers on its head. Eyes like wet coals. We left the GoPro. And the bones. We made camp again. Not because we wanted to, but because we had to. Jacob's ankle was swollen from a fall. He kept muttering about Lena. I tried to keep watch. Around midnight, the whispering started. Dozens of voices. Not loud, but inside my head. Repeating our names. Calling us deeper. Then came the clicking, bone against bone. Shapes moved in the dark. Low to the ground. Pale. Limbs too long. No eyes. Just gaping mouths. Dozens of them. They crawled like spiders, surrounding the camp. Jacob screamed. They screeched back, unholy, metallic wails that set my teeth on edge. We grabbed our gear and ran. But they followed. Through branches, under roots, through the fog. Always just behind. We found a fallen tree and crawled under. They stopped at the edge. One leaned in close. I saw its face, split open down the middle, revealing rows of small, grinding teeth. It sniffed the air, grinned, and walked away. They all did. Just gone. Like they were waiting. Jacob was feverish the next day. His skin turned pale, and dark veins traced up his leg from the ankle. He kept whispering Lena's name. Sometimes he'd laugh for no reason. I tried to carry him, but he screamed when I touched him. Then I found the thicket. A ring of dead trees. In the center, a stone circle, like a ritual site. Symbols in the dirt. Bones strung from branches like wind chimes. In the middle, a figure made of sticks and flesh. Its face was a mirror. I saw myself in it. Then it blinked. Jacob started screaming back at camp. When I returned, he was gone. All that remained was his skin. Just his skin, neatly folded. As if he'd been peeled. I screamed for hours. I don't remember how long I wandered. Time broke. Day didn't come. I walked in circles until my shoes gave out. Until my voice was gone. Until I saw it, an archway made of antlers and bones. Beyond it, a path of mushrooms glowing bright. I stepped through. And the forest changed. The trees were clean, straight. The air smelled of moss. The whispers stopped. Ahead, a cabin. Smoke from the chimney. I ran. Inside, an old woman, blind, humming. She said she'd lived here for years and minutes. She gave me tea. Told me the creatures were called the Hollow Ones. Spirits of the forest, twisted by grief and hunger. She said once you're marked, you belong to them. I asked her how to escape. She said you don't? She smiled. And her mouth was too wide. I woke up on the edge of town. Naked, bruised, bleeding. My camera broken. No footage. No proof. Just memories that don't fade. They never found Jacob or Lena. No trace. Only their names, sometimes, whispered in the trees. People don't believe me. They say it was a breakdown. That I imagined it. But I hear the clicking at night. I see shapes in the tree lean behind my house. And when I sleep, I dream of the hollow pines. The woods still want me. And they'll get me, sooner or later. But maybe, if you hear this, you'll stay away. Don't go into the forest. Don't follow the footprints. Don't answer the whispers. And whatever you do, don't look into their mouths.